Hey YouTube, Unknown Gamer here. As you see, we have the Washington game in the conference championship week. Really, last regular season week that we'll be playing, and here we are playing Washington in the Pac-12 championship game for back-to-back years. We've made it here. Last year we destroyed Oregon State here. This year, can we destroy Washington here? That'd be nice to do. Have back-to-back Pac-12 championships for, I'm pretty sure, first time in this school's history. And then if we win this game, it puts us in the national championship, and we could be the first team ever to win a national championship here in Arizona. Now, something else that's interesting, if you did not know, a lot of teams in the Pac-12 have never won a national championship. Oregon, for example. Oregon's never won a national championship. But you do see top players for us. Whoa. Hold on a second. Yeah, we have no injuries yet. We have a whole bunch of average players being David Richards, he's a slot. Fayoro, I think he's our backup, he's our starting center. Anu Solomon is our backup. Okay, I guess they just show who's been top in the last few games, I assume. I assume that because holy crap. Solomon's not even playing today. Reynolds is playing, Reynolds is starting today. So, yeah, I don't know where they got that whole Anu Solomon's our top player, but no, he's not. Don't worry. Raiders, we play truly our last game at Arizona Stadium for these seniors. Last game was senior day, truly not the last game they'll be playing in this stadium. And right here, Derek Reynolds coming back from being out for really 3 games right now. He's basically missed 3 games this year, and he's still third on the Heisman list. So that tells you a lot about how his freshman year has been going. But we have the guy who's first on the Heisman list ahead of him running the ball right there. He's trying to make sure that he wins back-to-back Heisman awards. And all those broken tackles certainly do help. And right here is, you guys can tell I'm actually getting really tired right now. I've been tired all day. And right here, Warren is off. And it's Warren versus the end zone. And Warren gets the touchdown to start off the game in the Pac-12 championship. What a way to start. If you're Washington, this is not what you wanted to see. You did not want to see Derek Reynolds do this to you this early on in the game. And right, we have a studio update from another conference championship game. South Carolina beats Alabama by 3. That's big. Because now the talk is, okay, is that enough for South Carolina to play in the national championship? And the bigger thing is, now they're looking at us kind of like, okay, they see that they've won, now they're going into their room and they're watching, and they have 2 TVs up. One of the Georgia Tech game, one of our game. And watch whichever one you want, just make sure that you root for Washington and Florida State are the only rules of watching that game at South Carolina. And once again, we're showing the same kind of dedication we showed we're showing the same level of play we showed against USC, Washington last time we played them, and Oregon. And what is it getting us? It's getting us a 7-0 lead and the ball back. Richards trying to get the corner. He gets the corner somewhat, and he gets to 48-yard line. Now the question is, how good is it? Can this offense repeat what they did before, what they did earlier on this drive, and can they continue to roll the way that they normally have? With Derek Reynolds back today, he's not looking the slightest bit different. Still looking the same, still as aggressive as he was before. And that's big. He was really aggressive before, but the thing is, can he handle being aggressive now? Can his body still handle his aggressiveness? And missing a block right there. Oh, that was a big block. That was a big block that they missed right there. And he would have been off. And now we'll drop back in the pocket here, and hopefully we can get a touchdown. Oh, and they're pressing our guys. Let's switch to this, and kabang! They leave Bailey open in the end zone. James Bailey gets the touchdown, and we go up. Has Derek Reynolds showing that little 2-week break? All those games they missed with injuries, that little 2-week break he had, he took advantage of it. He sat down, looked at tape, realized what he did wrong, fixed it, tweaked some of his abilities, made sure he was healthy and everything, and now look at him. Now look what he's doing here against Washington. Picking this defense apart like he did earlier this season. This is the game that really put him in the Heisman race. And second he went down, and this team, they kind of helped with Kadeem Carey's Heisman push too. The reason that we have 2 guys in the Heisman race right now is really because of right around here is when we started proving to everybody we were good enough to have 2 people in the Heisman race. And I brought a full-out blitz, and we left Stringfellow wide open, and he gets into the end zone, and now we're kind of... It's starting to feel more and more like some of these other games that we've played this year that have been a little bit too tight, that have been tighter than what we expected them to be. And I'm just hoping that we don't let this become one of those games. And man, if we can... And also, this was a game where we really started the turnover speed that we went on. It was against Washington that we started that. Can we keep it going against Washington? I hope so. Because I think in almost every game we've played, we've gotten a pick this year. Well, since this game, I think it's been almost every game has been at least 1 pick. And as you guys can see, I'm trying to test Derek Reynolds, make sure he's good and everything, because I don't want to have to do it in the national championship or late in this game. And, oh wow, I see Bailey deep, and oh Bailey almost caused the pick right there, and because he stopped running mid route, he just kind of stopped like and then he starts running again, and just gets there in perfect timing to help to catch that ball, and that's a big play right there for Derek Reynolds. Okay, I guess it thinks I wanted to flip it. I didn't really want to flip it, but oh well. And they stopped the... Oh no! Derek Reynolds fumbles the ball! Oh no. That is big. Because it was challenged. I think his knee might have been down. Let's see. Yes, his knee was down. And it stands. That's bull. That's bull. He was down on the ground. Instead, that might just change this whole game and the way it's gonna go. I guess whatever floats this ref's boat in the boost boat. Repeatedly, Siler Miles has destroyed us. Back-to-back plays, and now their running game's destroying us. This has been the exact opposite of what's happened all year. And now Washington has found out how to beat us, and we wonder why we have not won a national championship. Probably has something to do with the fact that we can't finish seasons. If you can't finish a season undefeated, if you are going to lose in conference championship games, you won't go to a national championship. And that's the big goal right now, is to go to it. If we lose this week, will we go to a BCS bowl game? We won't go to the Rose Bowl. USC won't go to the Rose Bowl. Well, instead it'll be Washington in the Rose Bowl. And McKnight gets the big pick right there. And now it's McKnight. He jukes out the quarterback. And it's McKnight versus the big lineman. Can McKnight do it? McKnight takes it back to the house. Finally, McKnight, on his last time stepping on this field wearing a Arizona uniform. Right here, this is big. That's right now. We go up 21-7. And like I said, this is big. This is truly huge for Arizona here, as we go up 21-7. And once again, that's big for McKnight, as he has never had a defensive touchdown until now. And now we've had We've had 3 defensive touchdowns this year, and before we've had 0 in this series. Last year we had 0. This year we have 3. 0, 3. 0, 3. 0, 3. That's the difference this year. Here, let me fix. There we go. As you see, we're at 3rd and inches, and can we punch the ball across the line? We'll run the jet sweep here, and hopefully Richardson has the speed to get out there. Oh, Bailey's putting the blocks down. He can barely get a good enough block here. Bailey doesn't. We don't even test Bailey out and see if he can get the blocks or not. We just cut inside, and we get 100 yards rushing, and we get the first down. More importantly, and the big, but even bigger than that first down is, we're now 1st and goal, possibly getting ready to go up 28-7 on Washington in the first half. And Kadeem Carey, the Heisman duo, Kadeem Carey and Derek Reynolds, working together early on in this game. They both have one goal in mind. They don't care about that Heisman. Who, honestly, right now, at this point in the game, who cares about the Heisman? Nobody. Because whoever wins the Heisman, chances are it's going to be from Arizona. And if it isn't, oh well, we'll still be going to a national championship. That's our view on things. Is it doesn't matter who wins the national championship. I mean, well, it does matter who wins national championship, but it doesn't matter who wins the Heisman. Because to us as a team, we all know who should win the Heisman. And, well, we feel it should be one of our 2 players. We don't feel either one of them are flat outright better than the other one. We feel they're both equal. So you guys have seen who's been in the Heisman. You guys haven't seen their numbers. After this game, I'll show you Braxton Miller's numbers versus our guys' numbers. And I want you guys to decide who you guys think should win the Heisman. Because, of course, I'm going to be a little bit biased. You guys might be a little bit biased. But I want you guys to see the numbers that each quarterback has put up this year. Each quarterback and running back has put up. I'll show you the top 3 people. And based off of their numbers, you guys decide who you feel should win the Heisman. And Bondurant gets him right there. He only gets a 3-yard rush. That's probably one of the shorter ones he's had all day. Another interception, this time from Tevis. Tevis gets the pick. The senior safety. The senior free safety, Jared Tevis, gets the pick. Sorry about my voice getting a little bit high there. That's my bad. But right there, as you see, we get once again the pick. And this game's starting to look more and more like a blowout. Every single time they step back to do anything, it looks more and more like a blowout. And David Richards gets one foot in. I think he actually got both in. Which, I hope he knows he doesn't need to get that yet. In 2 years he will, but not now. Hill and Wharton, they could use some work. Not that either one of them are bad at getting their feet in, but they might want to work on it because they both know that they're probably going to be playing on Sundays. Chances are that they will be playing on Sundays because if anything else, for nothing else, Wharton deserves it because of his speed. Hill deserves it because of his sure-handedness. We all know one guy on this team who is going to be playing on Sundays, though, and it's Kadeem Carey. We all know Kadeem Carey is going to be playing on Sundays along with Jonathan McKnight. Those 2 probably will be playing on Sundays because, well, let's face it. Let's look at their numbers, compare them to a lot of other people's. Their numbers have been by far some of the best in the NCAA, probably. Bradley Roby will be too, so we know we'll probably be seeing. I might actually start up an NFL series after this because on Madden 25 because I'd love to see what type of a secondary I could build getting Albert Smith, Bradley Roby, and all those guys on it because I think it'd be amazing the secondary that we could build. And Richards gets the big gain right there. David Richards, and right here, as you see, 200 yards for Derek Reynolds in his first game back. Really having a career day and possible. Right now he's looking a lot like a Heisman candidate, but like I said, after this game, you'll see all the Heisman candidates' numbers on the season. and it's your job in the comments to tell me who's the best. And well, Washington must not really want to win this game. At least a quarterback must not, because they now have 3 picks thrown today. And Derek Babish decides, you know what, I'll get one. And this is embarrassing at this point. And now the question is, how badly are we going to beat Washington? I'm saying pretty badly. Some people saying only by 35. I say by 40 some. And this is embarrassing. This is back-to-back blowout. This would be back-to-back blowouts in the Pac-12 championship game. You can tell right now, South Carolina, they originally were kind of, based on how this game started and based on how we played last week, they were kind of thinking, okay, team that's probably going to lose, Arizona. Let's watch this Arizona game and hope that they lose. They see us playing now they're kind of like, okay, he wants to watch this Georgia Tech game. I mean, they might lose. Right here, Pettinato ties the record for all-time sacks in a season in the NCAA. And right here, he's 1 sack away. If he can get 1 more sack this season, he will break that record. And that will be so nice to see Pettinato break that record. Let's see if he can beat the line, if he can beat the right tackle off the line. Are they going to they're going to take this into halftime. They're going to run the ball and take this into half. Can't blame him. I mean, I wouldn't want to throw the ball here. I mean, who knows? He might throw a pick 6. And I bet they run the ball to the right. No, they actually throw the ball. Oh, wow. Oh, and Albert Smith. If I wouldn't have said run, Albert Smith probably would have, we either would have gotten a sack or Albert Smith would have picked him off for the 4th time. So, yeah. If I'm Washington, I'm thankful. Arizona State